Hello, hello. I'm trying to turn on my webcam. Okay, so today we're going to talk about Google Meet and how Google Meet is a great platform to engage with student learning remotely. Most students in the public education sector are going to have an association to a Google account, and so Google Meets are a really great way to kind of meet and do online learning or give students an opportunity to, gather with one another. Typically when they have these accounts, they're free, and so it's a really great way to continue education from afar. So I was just going to show how we can get logged in, some of the features that you might see, and why we can continue to use this resource in the education realm. So I'm starting from the basics. I went to meet.google.com, and I am coming from the educator perspective, so I would be creating a meeting for later, but I'm going to start an instant meeting for this video. So as it's loading, still trying to get in. It's taking a little bit more time than I thought. Okay, so on the left side of my screen, this is where I could add other students, other teachers, or anybody else that would need to be a participant in this meeting. You can then copy the code, right, or click the copy the code. Then you can send that, whether it's in a Google invite, an email itself, and I think anybody, even if they don't have a Google account, would be able to access this video. So yeah. So what's really cool about Google Meet, like I've said before, is it's really a great way for students to be engaged with their learning. You can do presentations where, like let's say, I'm going to go here and do I'm going to share our course. So we might be able to see that. It's taking a little bit of time on my computer. It's a little bit older, my work from home computer. So yeah, so this would be a really, great way if you're trying to share a resource. Maybe you're on your Google Classroom trying to explain to them their assignments for the day. This is just, the way that you can present that information. You could have a presentation or a slideshow, or maybe even a video from YouTube or an online read aloud. I mean, there's just so many options, and you can share the screen. You're just going to simply click this button to stop presenting. There's also all kinds of fun features, right? So students can, send emojis to kind of help with engagement. You can have students raise their hand if they have a question, or clap, thumbs up if for understanding, thumbs down, checking for, any other things that they might need to use. There's also the actual raise hand button. So it'll let somebody who's leading the meeting know that, hey, your hand that student's hand is raised, or that person's hand is raised, so you can, acknowledge them even remotely, right? So there's all kinds of other different options. You can change the layout of your screen if this one's bothering you. You can do a tiled screen. I always found tiled screens were the most helpful when I had my students on here, because then I could see everybody, and I wasn't just looking at myself and the information the entire time. Maybe you have students who have a certain type of disabilities or need modifications. You can add the closed captioning to kind of assist with that as well. Yeah, so I mean, really the options are endless. I'm thinking applying visual effects. I'm going to turn off closed captioning for my own sanity on this. But I mean, you can even go down and it's just so fun. Halloween just passed, but what a fun way to kind of give students an opportunity to be engaged, to learn, to use fun resources. We all know that they enjoy using these types of programs to expand their learning. I even often noticed that they would then hold their own Google Meet sessions. When I was teaching third grade, I would find out that they had sent each other Google Meet links from, learning about their Google accounts, and then they would meet remotely at home and have book club studies or things of that nature. So I'm going to remove some of these filters because it's causing my computer to slow down. Remove all. But yeah, Google Meets are great. I encourage everybody to give them a chance. And I mean, really, Google does a great job of kind of intertwining all of their applications for a very seamless and efficient process, easy for students to understand, easy for teachers to use, and a really great way for us to connect with one another. So, yeah, thank you. I'm going to end my meeting now and then end my Screencastify.